Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Turning it on! The 50. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go to the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. Nice move there.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Spinderella. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Got a man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The give from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, it's decision time now for the head coach. You probably like the play call. 3rd down, you're running the ball thinking you're going to get it in your own end. You don't. Now what do you do?
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Makes the catch. What a cut, now he's loose. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gonna run it. It's Lyle. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. The Canes in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Give to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins.
Gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He's taking the shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Gonna look downfield again. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Young. Sprinting away. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on fourth down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quick pass on the fly motion. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Unloads it left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
On the move, it's Lyle. Shows him the stiff arm. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Wilson. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lyle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Hurricanes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air on second down. Fires to the right. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Makes the pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Takes the easy one to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Carr. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. Try to grab it back on this drive. To the air, it's Jenkins. Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Lyle. We'll give him a couple on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his man down the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Shakes off the defender. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Canes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lyle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Oldenburg. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Sets up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Canes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
It's just so nice to have a signal baller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. On the run, it's Young. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the 1st down. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Fights off the defender. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Might be looking to run. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. The play fake. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Carr. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's in open space downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
What a clutch stop for this defense. You get in the 4th quarter, you got to make those plays, get the ball back to your offense in a position now to go take the lead in this ball game.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Young. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. To throw, it's Carr. Looking left. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Great play by the defense, forcing the incompletion. What do you do now if you're on offense? Game is tied. It's late. Do you have the confidence in your quarterback and your offense to convert this 4th and short and give yourself a chance to win this game now?
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Hits the open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
That's reeled in. It's Oldenburg. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gotta have it here on 4th down. He'll get rid of it. Working the middle. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And in a tie situation, the defense knows the offense is going to be aggressive, try to throw the football, so get more DBs on the field, and that's what they're doing. Whether it's man or zone coverage, you need all that extra speed on the back end, and it really showed up for them on that last play, forcing the...
Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And with that, they move out front, going the fourth.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. In the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Brown. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty.